Alrighty, you wanna go with the
Sure. And speaking of shutting it all out, we have it near in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the Zerg player who shuts everything out. We have the Red Zerg playing for Team OSC Elite and representing the nation of India. We have the... Whoop. Accidentally slapped the mic. I do apologize. We have the two-time champion now looking to maybe make the three-peat. We have the Red Zerg. We have Demon. The Shark. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, fighting in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Green Terran, making it to his second consecutive finals, or his first consecutive finals? Yeah, it would be first consecutive, because consecutive sort of implies that it's not the first, it's the second. So it's like the second, but it happened consecutively to his first finals. Yeah, so it would be first consecutive rather than second consecutive. We have the Green Terran playing for Team Legacy Esports and representing the Jolly Swag Nation of Australia. We have Azure. Ahai. The Terran that was promised.
Did you confuse Demi with Emin?
Right, you weren't here. You weren't here when I made that typo. You weren't here when I made that typo.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
I think my brain... I spelt Demi, but I think my brain was thinking denim, so I put the N at the end. So it became Demin.
Now I'm imagining Demi in a full denim suit. 90s style.
I think I also misspelled Oreo as area or Oria. Oria Stock. Oria, yeah. Oria Stock.
Oh, Arius, I get it. It took me a second. It's like, what is he talking about? What's an Oria? Alright.
And Aura.
And Demi, again, the first speed upgrade he's getting is Overlord speed.
Yep. I mean, that is useful. You gotta scout your opponent, man. And what better to scout your opponent than with flying units rather than ground units?
I mean, he's going against the Terran. The Terran is pretty... A lot of anti-air at their disposal. Although,
yeah,
I mean, in the current meta, meta, you kind of start with very little anti-air, to be fair.
Yeah, at the start of the game, you will not have enough to kill an Overlord before it gets a good look at your base. At the start of the game, anyway. Whereas with Zergling, sure, a Zergling can nibble at your... Two Zerglings can nibble at your Marines, could even kill your Marines, but they are fast enough to just... Well, they are fast enough to go through the Marine, but the Marine can also kill them.
Two Zerglings are not enough to kill Marines.
No, a single Marine it is.
Yeah.
Two Marines
Therefore,
it is
Marine.
not. Yeah.
A Marine, not Marines.
Yeah, Marine. Yeah, Marine.
You said Marines, plural.
No, I said Marina.
Marinier. Marinae. Marine.
No, I said
Marines. Marines. They want
I said Marin.
Alright.
Moon of a Marin.
Azure trying to...
Azure going for his... Azure going for his on-meta BC mech
Oh, the
build.
Reaper died. The Reaper died.
It seems like Azure or Demi did not see that fusion core. Let me confirm. He did see it building, so he probably did see that it's a fusion core. He's not really getting that much anti-air though.
No, he's getting extra
queens.
He's getting 6.
Yeah, but that's about that's about the standard amount of queens. 6 queens.
No, no, it's not, Yaku.
Yes, it is. You only say it's not because you listen to Light, and you should never listen to Light.
I know.
Dude, yeah.
Light makes the standard amount of queens, which is wrong.
No, he doesn't make the standard amount of queens. He makes the too little amount of queens. He makes 1 per base, plus 1. And yeah, you don't really want that. Just gotta learn from True, man. Gotta learn from True.
We're getting some spores in Demi's base, so it's going to have a bit of anti-air to deal with those battle cruisers, the one at least. And see if it's just going to be the one or more.
Those battle cruisers should still be able to get some damage done, but with, as you said, the queens and these spores, he should be retreating sooner rather than later.
Alright, there it is.
Hello, Overlord. Goodbye, Overlord. Oh, gonna blink straight onto
the third.
The third? Yeah, the third. Not too. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of dead air by the third, so he could escape fairly easily without blink. Not gonna get too much damage done, and the wall is down.
Yeah, the aliens are getting into it, so there are vultures to defend, but they get to the mineral
buffer with the SCVs means that the Hellions were able to clean up those Lings, and these Hellions are in the base. Aren't getting that massive connections, but there are enough Hellions to do a lot of damage here. And pick off those lone drones.
Demi's remaking a lot of these workers, so it's not actually taking that big of an economical damage here.
Which is accurate.
Battlecruiser survives, but actually has 0 kills to its name.
Yeah.
That battlecruiser.
But
I mean,
the important thing is it's alive.
It did draw the queens away so that the Hellions can get in, which did the actual damage.
And the important thing is, it is still alive.
Yeah. So it can still be useful, especially against roaches. And then another battlecruiser is on the way. No Yamato, though. And 2...
Yeah, he doesn't really want Yamato quite yet. Yep, BC Mech, which is about
2 armories.
Yep, BC
so
Mech.
Be meching it up.
Yeah. BC Mech.
Actually, this time on 3 bases, not unlike the against the Protoss, where he found himself at 10 minutes into the game with 2 bases. Dem is getting a Spire. I'm guessing that's for Corruptors. Gotta have something against these BCs.
Something like... it would be Corruptors normally, but I would not be surprised if Demi switches into Mutas and uses them more for harassment. He is known for liking his Mutas, Demi has. And harassing the return opponent, not too bad of an idea. I mean, BCs are still pretty slow compared to Mutas, and there's not too much anti-air here for sure.
There's the Yamato cannon being researched, banelings for Demi. Baneling nest, that is.
Again.
What are these two doing here?
Ninja base. Oh no, they're gonna mine out that whatchamacallit. Yeah. He's gonna have to be very careful. Doesn't want to has to make sure that he is mining the correct mineral patch. And yep, that is an opening for Lynx.
The wall is not a wall. I forgot that you have those on Thunderbird. I think thinking of World of Sleepers is the one with the
there can only be only one
mineral wall. Alright, the Ducklings are in, they're starting to munch on SCVs and
a lot of friendly fire actually.
The Hellions are just there.
A lot of friendly fire from the tank actually.
Yeah, 15 SCVs go down. This is
and only 10 of them were killed by Demi.
Yeah. 5 of them were killed by friendly fire.
Massive oof. Not really what you want to happen when you're.
I like that he doesn't repair the battlecruiser.
We don't need no stinking repairs. Alright, that's a repair.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind,
it's cheaper to build a new one.
It's very expensive to repair battlecruiser.
They are, definitely. But you see, still, it's cheaper to make a new BC.
Now, these 3 battlecruisers have Yamato. We're gonna see some Cyclones with the Magfield Accelerator. Did he make any Cyclones? Yeah, he does have some.
Yeah, he has made a couple just to deal with some anti-air, but the bulk of his forces are in Hellions. Okay, I thought maybe Azure would hit with a 2-2 timing attack, but it seems like with the Thor coming out, he'll want to build up a little bit more at home first. Probably use these Hellions for some run-bys.
Is the Thor
The
against
Thors are still pretty
possible
good against
Brood
Corruptors. I mean, the Thors are still pretty good versus Corruptor Broodlord.
Alright.
They're, I guess some would argue that they're not the best unit to counter that, but they are still pretty damn good.
Alright, 4 battlecruisers sneaking into Demi's base, along with some Helions on the other side. Gonna have a multi-pronged attack here. The battlecruisers do have tactical jump at their disposal, so they can run away or tactically redeploy when time rises. They go into the natural.
Ooh, but a bunch of
one of them
are
does
getting
go
caught out right
down.
now. It shows the focus head elsewhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, just
Yeah, so
losing
that's what it-
one. That is
Such a
pretty
stupid
painful.
unit. Such a stupid unit.
And now one of them is severely weakened. That is not really what ideal for when you're going for this kind of push.
Yeah.
But 2-2 should be finished, as well as Pre-Igniter, Blue Flame. So it could still do a lot of damage versus Demi. What is Demi's unit composition now? Mostly Roach Ravager? Yeah, okay, so Azure's can still fight this pretty well and still come up with an advantage.
Yeah, they're pretty even on army supply, and Azure's composition is a lot more.
But 2-2 should just about hit. Oh, not quite. In fact, Demi might be able to chase us away even before 2-2 crits completed. But Azure is still gonna press the attack. He knows he has a small window
no,
where he has
not
the advantage.
actually backing away.
No, yeah, actually backing off now.
Great
But he's
Aspire
still gonna
halfway
be
down
hold
for
this
Demi.
position.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
corruptors he can make into Broodlords, and that will be
Ooh,
a
that's
huge
gonna be a
problem
lot of
for
friendly
Azure.
fire. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of friendly fire with the tanks.
Yeah, battle
Alright,
against Queens is so funny.
He's just about done. We're about to see a
Chasing the,
big
battle
flash. But this isn't the best position for Demi to fight on. Azure is on high ground with tanks. And now he's actually
hunting the
pressing.
battlecruisers on the other side of the map.
Ooh, that could actually pay off big time for Demi. And now
Yeah,
he
and
can
he
just
can
he can actually just
to pee
not
on that,
corrosive bile. Yeah, it's to pee all over Azure's, puke all over Azure's stuff.
He's actually bringing the corruptors back. I'm guessing he wants to turn them into Broodlords for defense at all.
Maybe? It's not ideal to just bring corruptors into Thors. So,
Yeah.
yep,
No,
now
I
getting
mean,
Broodlords.
Yeah, there we go. 8 Broodlords being made, the circling round by being prepared. Take down the Azure's 4th base, the first mining one.
Azure has taken out a base of Demis as well to, whatchamacallit, even them out a little bit, but he is pushed back, tail between his legs. And now he's gonna have to deal with Broodlords in his face, and what does he have against them? Thors, I guess, but Broodlords, assuming that the Broodlords can isolate the Thors, make sure, or the ground army even, can isolate the Thors. They aren't
Seems
gonna
like
really
Broodlords.
be in position.
We saw in our
The
in
Broodlords.
ZVP how well these can handle the big, beefy armies.
Not Thors though.
Yeah,
Thors
Thors
now
do have a higher
massive
range now.
Yeah. They do have a pretty long range, but still, if the ground army is able to isolate Thors,
Yeah.
they do become a non-issue where the Broodlords are concerned.
8 drones die here. Another roll by goes into the natural base. Is there a blue flame Helion?
Yeah,
they're
that's
going to
actually a
get
lot
of
more.
kills.
Yeah, there's actually a lot more damage than I anticipated. A lot more drone kills. And once again, it's gonna multi-prong. 26 drones go down now. Demi is looking at around 50 workers versus 75.
Demi
plus
does have this
vehicles.
run by of Zerglings in the south. Ooh, it's gonna be Banelings now.
Oh, he's got some instant damage done against a planetary. I don't think he has enough, maybe just enough to take out the planetary.
Maybe if he runs the Zerglings a bit first,
Yeah,
tank the first few
take some
shots,
damage.
and the army is out of position because the army is pretty close. The Azure's army is pretty close then. Oh, they're sending one Zergling to scout it.
Yep.
This is what's up.
See,
Oh, the
there
army
is
is moving.
some opportunity, but there are a couple of shots that could be taken out. No, a single Zergling going to be tanking that shot from the Banelings, and there was enough in the end to take out that base.
Yeah, 8 SCVs and that planetary fortress is down.
Some pretty big damage if I do say
Now
so
they're even in worker count.
Alright, that being said, Azure has been building up this scary army back at home. No, not Blinding Cloud. Viper is going to be coming out from Demi, so some Blinding Clouds and Ducks are going to be crucial for him to stay back.
I mean, yeah, it could.
But Demi's army is not that weak either. Yeah, Demi
it doesn't have a lot of anti-air. There are no Hydra risks, so it's not like he can just abduct the battle cruisers.
Yeah, if the BCs just blink straight on top of the Brute Lords, then that's a pretty...
That's 9 Thors, by the way.
It is 9 Thors. Just so
Thor is definitely here.
Thor has been, yeah. In our presence.
Thor is here, and all of his friends are here too.
Yeah. The Avengers have assembled. Demi is being very cautious once again with how he wants to deal with this. The Thors are out, but there's some brilliant Blinded Clouds. Thors aren't able to get the Brute Lords, but a lot of...
the clouds go down on the battle cruisers, and they go down.
They do go down the battle cruisers, and now there isn't much to deal with the air of Demi. The air army of Demi. The Thors are still trying to target down
the Ravagers to tank range, though.
Battle cruisers, Brute Lords.
Brute Lords to kill those.
Yep.
He did
manage to take out... Yeah, he did manage to snipe a good amount of Brute Lords. Then he got the Roach Warren, he got some key tech. So, Azure, not the most efficient of trades, but he is not dead at all. Demi does not have a bank at all either. And he's trying to remax on Lings, but there are some vulnerable positions for Azure, but there are also some pretty fortified positions as well. It's gonna be up to Demi to be able to see if he can exploit this.
So it's gonna have a bit of trouble rebuilding all of that. And he doesn't have a huge bank at his disposal. He's using these Zerglings just to see where the army is, trying to find a weakness. But yeah, this again, a lot of Thors around. Did he lose any Vipers? He lost 2 of the Vipers, kept 1. So he has to rebuild
that was pretty crucial.
those as well. 5 more Brood Lords being made. A bit of harassment in the southwest, but that gets cleaned up.
Alright, now we're just gonna see both players build up your army for round 2 now.
Yeah, Demi just joining up. He's, he knows that he will take Azure some time to rebuild. Thing is, Demi has a very low army supply, and this is, look at that, it's almost pure Thors. 8 Thors, 1 battlecruiser, 1 Hellbat.
Yeah, I think Demi is
Hellion. No, that was
miscalculating. Yeah, I think Demi is miscalculating his position right now. I think he thinks he's in a safer place than he actually is, so he's trying to just drone up, get his bank up, and just walk and just build up his Brute Lord count. But Azure does not want to give Demi time at all. He does have a single Viper. A single Viper? Does he? Yeah,
how is
a
this
single
composition? How is this composition going to work? I mean,
Blinding Cloud.
The Brood Lords really can't go against the.
I mean, Blinding Cloud is the answer here. And being very careful not to. I mean, being very careful not to have the Viper sniped immediately and Blinding Clouds is the answer. But again, it's a single Viper versus a lot of Thors.
Yeah, he gets one shot.
That's pretty easy to get caught out. Yeah.
Alright, the spines are going to be a bit of a help here, because the Hellbats will take some time
definitely.
killing those. The Broodlings...
It does also... Ooh, nice Blinding Cloud does come in. But that's
clean out for...
Is it gonna be enough, though? A couple of Blinding Clouds do go down and buys him a lot of time, but there's no more buffer.
7 more buffer. The Battlecruiser comes at the back.
He is targeting him down slowly but surely. But
yeah, Demi cleans out Azure's army again and keeps a lot of his Brood Lords alive this time.
Do you think that maybe Azure should go into Vikings instead of Thors? I personally really like Thoris versus Corrupted Brute Lords. You need a lot less of them to one-shot Brute Lords.
Yeah, but as long as there's
Vikings right
something
now.
on the ground, it's distracting the Thors.
Yeah, Vikings right now actually aren't a bad bet, especially considering that Demi
They're
has
also
not
cheaper.
really remade his Corruptor count. They are also cheaper, yeah.
They're cheaper, quicker to build, and you can reactor them, so you can build 2 at a time.
Yeah.
From one building, and
Or you can build 3 BCs at a time, as Ashura is doing.
yeah, I don't know about the battle cruisers. So far, they not been the most effective units. He lost 8 of them so far.
But once again, it should be
Thors.
said that Azure is still not in a terrible position. He did
21
lose that
brutals.
fight pretty handily, but considering his amount of bases, his infrastructure, he's rebuilding pretty damn well.
Yeah, his income is much higher. And here's the thing. He has been trading in terms of resources last much better than Demi this game. So I don't know. It's, let's see if this
Alright, we'll see what can be done. I think we very much might.
Manberry. Oh, it was not enough.
Oh, barely enough. No, yeah, no Zergling to tank a shot here this time.
Alright.
So,
Yeah,
Lump of Bane
splash again.
down immediately. This is a very good position for Hellbands.
Flame. Hellbands.
Absolutely. And the blink right on top of the bootleg Lords. And that's the final nail in the coffin for Demi. Azure gonna take that series up 1-0.
Alrighty.
22-minute game, man. Yeah. And no point advantage this time.
If we have more games like this, we're gonna be here a while.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm glad I brought some biscuits with me this time.
Oh, let me hydrate my hydros a little bit. Let's see. World of Sleepers is going to be our next map.
Mm-hmm.
Demi's choice. Is that whiskey barking in the background?
No. I think I told you this. We actually had to give up whiskey and Jira.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why am I not?
I think I told you this. I think I told you this.
No.
Oh, I guess I didn't.
I wouldn't have asked if the whiskey's barking in the background if I knew it wasn't there. I'm not that crazy. Oh, that's so sad and quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. I went home a couple of times, or I came back home and I was like, why is there no barking? Oh, right.
Well. So Corky put a chicken in the oven 20 minutes ago,
Uh-huh.
and it's done.
And it's burnt.
Alright. Looks like we are, no, I'm still waiting for Azure to, get in the lobby. Well, now that you, don't drink anymore,
I don't drink anymore, what?
you give up whiskey.
It wasn't mine to give up. You're my sister's
Yeah,
dogs.
that's right, it was his sister's dog.
Yeah.
Why, did they not allow pets in your, apartment now?
Yeah. Yep.
Such a shame. Alright, just I think Azure has a lobby bug.
Mayhaps, yeah. You have to restart.
It does less mean that you have freedom from your handlers in the KGB.
Does.
They don't have their
I could join the CIA
agent.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure has lobby bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime,
I'm gonna eat a biscuit.
you can go and go to the match arena link and consider adding more money to the prize pool if you like the games you see here today and they are hype. Um, we have used up all the codes. I mean, you have used up all the codes that we had available.
I used the code.
The GPO3, that was the code. Very, easy to remember. It's the same name as the tournament with a 3 at the
Should
end.
have been G3PO.
G3PO, yeah. Oh me, oh my.
Here's a toss an invite Azure's way one more time.
Did he say he was taking a break or something?
Don't think so.
I mean, he could have said something on OSC by accident, as happens.
Always happens.
Now, if you do have the lobby bug, it's an easy fix. You just relog back into StarCraft. Exit
It's
the
a
game.
classic, turn it off and turn it on again.
Yep. What time
It's
is it? Yeah,
so convenient in it.
we're 3 hours in, or so, something like that. Still have two different times on 2 different computers showing up.
I'm sorry, what now?
I have, like, on my desktop it's 12:58, and on my laptop it's 1 o'clock. So
Gotta sync them up, man.
they're like on the Microsoft clock thingy. It should be.
It should be
Should have
up
the same
then.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
There's one of them Windows 7 and one of them Windows 10. I assume you don't have anything
no.
Windows 8 because Windows 8 was not that good.
I don't have anything Windows 10 either.
Ah. Windows 10 is kind of weird.
Yeah, screw that. I'm staying with Windows 7 for as long as possible. I don't. Back in my days, the Windows were good. So, with all its ills,
I kinda
Windows 7
miss-
is
Yeah,
consistent and reliable.
I kind of miss a couple of things about Windows 7, definitely, yeah. But
What
it
I
might
miss is
be-
that I don't have to install apps on my computer for every tiny.
yeah, font,
thing.
every font that you need.
Yeah, that's just spyware installed by Microsoft
Pretty
on my
much.
PC.
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
don't
much all it
appreciate that.
is.
I don't appreciate that crap.
Yeah, I guess Windows 10 might be a placebo, and I might be completely making this up, but apparently Windows 10 is supposed to be lighter and faster.
It
I'm
never is.
not sure how true that is, but apparently so.
Nah.
Talking about boot up times, of course.
Yeah, it's not like the Windows 7 boot up time is like takes ages. Depends on your computer. If your computer is fast, it's a fast load up.
Yeah, I don't really know. On my whatchamacallit,
My laptop
old
boots up
PC,
pretty
which had-
slowly compared to the desktop
Mhm.
because it's a weaker computer. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Windows 10 is weird.
Yeah, and also I keep hearing every person I know who uses it keeps complaining about unwanted
Windows
updates, badly timed unwanted updates. Just as you're trying to do something critical to your job, like it decides to update. You're like, all right, I guess I'm screwed now.
Yeah.
I can rely on this thing. Like, I've seen that a picture of I think it's a teacher or something taking a picture of the Windows update, and it was like, I was just about to give a lecture, and I guess I have to wait. Yeah, that was not a good idea. There we go. Azure is back.
Hey, rotten time. I was about to go into like Mac OS or something.
Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about that. I'd rather have Windows 10 than that.
Yeah. I don't know, macOS is kind of weird as well. It's a little
Yeah,
harder to
it's
like
been, here's the thing. It's been
navigate the
doing what Windows.
files
It's been doing what Windows 10 is doing for 20 years
for
now.
longer. Yeah. It's definitely harder to navigate files in macOS, I will say. Or not, maybe it's just I'm not that used to it, but you know. It just isn't as like, here's your path, and speaking of paths and file paths, here we have it in the green jorts. I'll say jorts because jean shorts more than shorts. I don't know where trunks lies in there.
And also Demi is in a full denim suit.
Yes, that is accurate. So we need just and Azure is just in jorts and nothing else. Maybe a hat. Maybe a hat. Like John Cena. Exactly. In the bottom left corner map, fighting in the bottom left corner map of World of Sleepers. LE. I'm gonna take a sip because I just threw out my vocal cords.
Yeah, be careful.
LE, of course, stands for Laryngitis Emergency. Laryngitis Emergency. That is fitting. That is very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get laryngitis, kids. Drink regularly, but don't drink too much, otherwise you are not actually hydrating yourselves. But don't drink too quickly and too much because you won't actually be hydrating yourself efficiently, and you will actually be somewhat drowning yourself. So just take a sip every couple of minutes. Just just drink when you're thirsty. Take a sip, you know? It is the best way to monitor. And speaking of monitors, here we have it. The Green Terran, playing for Team Legacy Esports, as well as the rock in the middle of Oceania known as Australia. We have Azure. Ahai. The Terran that was promised. And in the top right-hand corner of the map, starting in the top right-hand corner of the map, in his full denim suit, we have the, oh look, he's even blue, because blue is like the color of denim. Well, you can also get like other colors of denim, like if you bleach it, it'll be white, and then you can like, you know, put whatever dyes you want, but I like the classic sort of bluish sort of denim, and that's why Demi is gone for the blue color. Because he is in his full denim suit. We have the Blues playing for Team OSC Elite, as well as the, what would it, archipelago? Well, no, only the southern part of India is an archipelago. The rest of it is pretty firmly in the jewel of India, known as India. We have the Blueser. We have Demi. The shark.
First of all, the jewel of India, known as India.
Yeah.
Okay. Secondly, I forgot how loud you are. I had to lower my volume.
My mic is much closer to my face now, so even though I'm not shouting as loud, it is still, you know.
Yeah. It's painful. Yeah. It's a hazard. Alright, Demi getting some kills here. Gonna catch a couple of
headphones off, but I still hear the screaming.
No, I didn't take my headphones off this time. I just lowered the volume. It's a little easier.
Is it though?
Demi poking in, getting some. Okay, gets the Reaper and the and an SCV. That's already a nice
little scout. Does actually see that is gonna be Hellions once again.
There's the
he should suspect that. Yeah, he should suspect the fusion core, but so far from what I've seen, Azure does like to vary things up quite a bit.
Demi's getting more queens, so it looks like it should be prepared.
Yeah?
No overload speed this time.
Ooh, and they're gonna be chased away from these Marines. Demi is gonna have to play safer now.
Yeah. Now he's getting more queens. He's getting switching to roaches very quickly. Oh, he did get speed. He didn't skip it. He might try to get some Zerglings in to get a scout. Doesn't quite work. Now that he realizes Azure doesn't really want me to see anything in that base, he's probably cooking up something. And yeah, Demi keeps making more queens. He's going to be up to 7 queens.
How's his ground forces though? Because what is Azure's Hellion cost 6 Hellions, so it's not too bad. He can, yeah, the Zerglings can still catch out Hellions, but then again, the Hellions can still kite the Zerglings.
Demi is kind of cutting
anyone's guess.
a bit of drone production to keep up with this and make sure he has defenses.
That is smart.
He's gonna get a couple of SCVs here, but really needs to back away. Oh, he's gonna get surrounded. Nice catch by Azure. Demi has droned up real hard.
Has shaved off the link count. 9 links from it now.
Does have the queens, but no spores at home against the battle cruisers. So it's gonna be Hellions and battle cruisers again. One battle cruiser, actually. Azure starting Yamato much earlier than he did the previous game.
I don't know how this game will play out. Now, he does have a much wider link count, and he does catch out all the Hellions. All right, this game already going Demi's way much more than the previous one.
Yeah, and the battle cruiser still. Oh, okay, he goes into the main.
Does get an overlord, so that's something. But doesn't get a. Oh, it does get.
Does get an overlord.
Yep. You know, it's just like shooting and then turns, and I was like, oh wait.
It just gives Demi time to bring the queens back after cleaning up the second Hellion drive-by.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful. Blink is nowhere near cooldown. But he is able to get out of range of the queens in the end. Yep, he did go for Spire as well last game, but because of the drone damage he took. Yeah, because of the drone damage he took last game. This time Demi already 66 the drones. And the 4.
66.
Alright,
tactical jump is not finished yet. Needs to get the hell out of here.
These queens are gonna be off creep. Yep. Not gonna be able to get that battle cruiser anytime soon.
Well, second battle cruiser is about to be finished, so it's gonna ramp up the harassment with these two as well as Yamato.
Alright, so one thing to keep in mind is that BC Mech is a pretty strong composition versus the Zerg, but last game, Azure kind of was riding on top of snowballing that early game damage. This game, though, already the infestation pick coming down from Demi. What is Azure? How does Azure curtail this? Stop this?
I don't know. This time Azure is the one who's been investing too much and not getting much out of it. He's behind on workers. He's behind on no, actually ahead on income because of mules, but it's temporary.
Yeah, no.
Especially now that Demi has a 4th base set up. Look at all these queens lining up to infuse that hatchery. Transfuse, not transfuse. Inject.
Inject. There we go. Infuse. You tried to mix the two of them.
No, I didn't try to mix the two of them. It just happened. No, Demi is getting corruptors against the battle cruisers.
What else will you really expect from Demi? Other than maybe mutas, but, you know.
That is exactly what I was expecting from Demi. Yeah, Asher is going to clean some creep, but Demi has pretty good creep spread all around. These battle cruisers slowly marching in.
Yep, gonna have to keep that blink for moving or evacuating rather. That's why you get a queen with this sort of run by. But Demi is not taking the bait too much.
The Grapplers are going to catch the battle cruisers.
Blink, puppy! Blink! Oh, right at the end.
Very quick blink. And Asher doesn't really manage to capitalize on that drawing of all these queens away because there's
just
no
a little bit
here.
of a creep damage, and that's about it. This is something that is useful to get, but also something that Demi can pretty easily remake.
And then both of them are about to finish their first upgrades to their units. Blue Flame is halfway done for Azure, which is going to be helpful with these Hellions. Cyclones do have Magfield Accelerator.
Yep, that's gonna be useful against everything. With the Hellions, maybe. And
Demi may be throwing a
Demi's-
little too much army here.
yeah, Demi is trying to force this a little bit, but now playing as cautious as we're used to from him.
Yeah, it does.
Upgrades have been completed for Azure, so this is even more dangerous for Demi. And
Yeah,
that's,
it's starting to get
that's a
some
nice
here.
choke point there. To take
Yeah.
out some links.
No,
Azure
it is
not
fine.
really able to capitalize on this yet, but yeah, as you said, buying time, which I think both of the players are really doing.
Yeah, but he did lose a bit, and he lost a couple of Corruptors, lost a couple of Queens.
Alright, Greater Spire does come down from Demi, and important thing to note, by the time Demi had the Greater Spire, Azure was already making Thors. This game, not so much.
Yeah, Demi is far less interrupted this game, and look at the creep spread. He's got vision on a lot of this side of the map. Azure is investing some time and effort to clean that creep. That's what happens when you have a lot of Queens.
I would think getting a Raven
Oh.
out right now would be
Yeah,
ideal for Azure.
Infestor thingy.
Infestor. Yeah, that's pathogen. Not pathogen.
Pathogen
Maybe
glands.
it's pathogen. Is it pathogen
Yeah,
glands?
pathogen
I don't think-
glands.
Oh, I thought it might have been, but I was like, no, pathogen glands is something else, right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it would be called pathogen
Yeah.
glands, but it does. Also, kudos to Azure. Not so far, not losing any of the battle cruisers.
Yep, absolutely.
Managed
Those can
to,
definitely scale better and better depending on how things go on. But Demi's gonna get Neural Parasite pretty soon, so he might lose those anyway.
Yeah. Alright, still a pretty scary Cyclone Alien army.
For now, yeah, for
second-
now, I would say.
Second Spire is being made, so we can have double upgrades for the air units. So far, they've just
I gotta
been
tell ya.
getting carapace.
I gotta tell you, Seal, I am a little bit on the edge of my seat right now. The suspense is killing me. I'm just waiting for these two armies to clash and
You can just sit
chaos
back
will
in
happen.
your seat like a proper person.
But I can't because I can't sit back and relax.
Alright, Azure is pushing in.
Alright,
See what Demi has in
Demi might
store.
try to force this. He is going to try to flank this.
Doesn't have
And
Brood
there
Lords
might
yet, so-
be enough Hellions here to deny this, but not quite. A flank is still a flank. Those Cyclones are getting damage done though on that Roach count. Ultimately though, chased away Azure will be.
Yeah. Oh, nice. He does
Oh.
take the time to clean up the creep, so now he has a pretty...
Ooh, he's flying his species over creep though. Demi
There's a pretty
already
unscouted
getting
position
into
there.
position.
Yeah,
And yeah,
five
the
battle
BCs
cruisers
are starting
sneaking
to-
into the third base.
Are
Only
able
four of
to
them.
blink out right away, no damage done. Maybe a single drone or a single queen.
Ooh, but they blink on top of the army instead
do
of
blink on top of the army.
at home. Okay,
But
now
the
he's gonna
Corruptors do catch up.
bundles.
He's lost one, but the Cyclones are able to chase them away for the time being. Azure is playing a very dangerous game of positioning right now.
Mhm.
He's zoning the Roaches with the BCs. He's gonna have to zone the Corruptors with the Cyclones as well.
Thing is, no Brood Lords
I
being made
feel
for...
like- Yeah, I feel like
Demi.
Demi might just have the muscle to punch through with his Corruptors, right? Just
yeah,
take out
I
the
don't know.
BCs, maybe?
I mean, it
Azure does have your
There's a
model,
lot
so
of-
that could
Azure has
be...
a lot of
so he does have
Cyclones
to be
who-
cautious.
if the Cyclones get to the Corruptors, they can just clean them out completely.
Yep, and I guess Demi is known for playing much more cautious.
Okay, all the battle.
Oh, a lot of
cruisers
these
are down.
Cyclones are starting to take out these Corruptor count. The BCs are down. But at
Yeah.
what cost?
5 battle
Ooh,
cruisers.
only now turning them into Brute Lords, but Azure doesn't see this. These Brute Lords might be able to pop out at full health. Does actually take out one right before it finishes morphing.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
And that's a lot of
have
links now versus not a lot of Hellions.
He's not gonna have a lot of Broodlords, but he's gonna have enough to do some damage.
Ooh, switching
Liberator
libs.
range. I like the I like the transition to Liberators. Battle Cruisers, it's just such a stupid unit. Demi going for a run by on Azura's 4th base, but gee, that's a 5th base. Backing away from there.
4th and 5th. Yep. Oh. This is
we went to made some banelings.
Right
This
under
is
BC. That's flexing. That is flexing your. Yeah, I don't even care. You only have 1 BC and I have so many banelings being morphed. I'm not gonna cancel. Are you kidding me?
Alright.
I'll cancel you.
It doesn't get. Okay, there we go. This tactical jump. Thors are being made on Azura's side.
There we
this
go.
time, Demi's Broodlords are going to have much better protection though this time. +3 carapace is already on the way, and +2 air attack.
Much greater ground army as well, but Vipers could really. Oh wait, he has infestors. Never mind, he doesn't need Vipers.
He only has 4 infestors. That's not a lot, and they do get scanned.
Oh, they might get cut out right around here. Nice little fungal, but the Hellions are still gonna catch up and take out 2 of them.
Yeah.
Not much that Demi can really do about that right now.
Not particularly effective. He's getting more, and they do have pathogen glands, so they start with some energy. So, and
Yeah,
sure,
we
keeps
are,
trying to find ways in. Okay, this time I get popped out.
Just nope.
How many Broodlords?
Try to
Yeah,
go
5
in here,
Broodlords.
here are my Broodlord,
Ooh,
Banelings.
these are Cyclones without backup though.
Yeah, our Cyclones are about backup. If he's able to lock on into this hatchery, he could just straight up cancel that and run off. He is able to take out another infestor, but not before he gets a fungal out, and that bought enough time for Demi's army to catch up and just
I
take out
don't know
these
about
Cyclones.
sacrificing all these Cyclones. I mean, he's replacing that with Thors, but it doesn't have a huge bank of minerals, unlike Demi, which has.
Well, Demi's maxed out a couple of times, or been maxed out. He's not maxed out now. He's not making any units right now. But
his air upgrades are about to begin. Those Broodlords are going to be really scary.
Yup. It's going to be 200 out of 200 plus extra units.
It's going to be 10 Thors in all for Azure. Demi hasn't made a lot of Broodlords. There's only 5. He's making a few more now.
But stacked with those infestors, so there needs to be a miracle for Azure. Demi just has to completely miss his fungals, I would think.
Yeah. And how many? He does have 5 infestors. A little more. Sees the amount of Thors here.
Move straight in, yeah. Walk straight into the Thors to confirm.
They're actually not. They're not
many there
switched
are?
to high payload, aren't they?
They are now. They are now.
Okay.
You can tell when the thing is at the thing.
No, I thought I saw
yeah,
the
they-
missiles. And,
Oh yeah, they were. They weren't switched yet, but now they are.
Alright. Okay. Still no liberators. We got
we're about to
liberator
see a
range. but no
big
liberators.
engagement. Yeah, true that. Infestors are looking for a position, looking to see if there's a good fungal they can cast, maybe a couple of neurals.
Oh, they're
Neurals
on
and the
the,
Thors
Thor.
already 3 down, but I'm actually not sure if that's the wisest choice. I think a fungal may have been much more successful, maybe, but that being said, that is a lot of damage taken out from Azure.
Yeah.
And enough time bought for Demi to clean up.
Yeah, Demi cleans up. He does lose a few of his Broodlords, 6 of them. But 10 of the Thors go down.
That was well worth it, I would say.
Yeah, and Demi keeps his bank. Azure broke again. Really has to remax on a mech army. A very expensive one. I lost a couple more BCs along the way as well. Alright, +3 upgrades starting for Demi. So he's gonna have the full set pretty soon.
So we're still trying to get a couple of run-bys here and there, but Demi has gotten to the point where he pretty much has a mobile defense right now. But he does have to focus on that, but nope, I think Demi has just realized he can end the game.
It's very possible if he's careful. Does leave the
He does have to be careful. Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, there we go.
Broodlords
I was
are on
like,
the way. There we go.
he doesn't have just 2 Broodlords. He has more. 13
Surely
of
he
them,
has
actually.
more. Yep. And
Azure is still
about to
harassing at the back, so a few Corruptors will be sent there to deal with the battle cruiser, which is operational.
For now, anyway, it is.
Ducklings trading blows with
That might actually. Okay, the
Planetary
tanks
fortress.
are not sieged up. That is good. I was like, oh, that might actually do friendly fire to the planetary. But nonetheless,
planetary
Demi
goes
is
down.
able to take it out. And I don't really see Azure coming back from this. Maybe
Demi
he
is
flanks.
losing a lot of drones though. His Hellions
He
at
is,
home,
but
they're-
so is Azure.
yeah. Azure still a Hellion economy, still has a better income. But Demi
that
does
is
have a
not
ban, so he
high-impact
can
payload.
recover. Oh, there's the
Zeros are out.
on the battle cruisers and the infested Terrans, but he's going to lose the Corruptors. The Infestors, sorry.
The infestors,
Corruptors
yep.
are-
But Corruptors are
One
here
battle
to
cruiser.
deal with them. But it doesn't seem
Oh,
to be
no.
enough anti-air.
No.
Demi's now trying to deal with the Broodlords as best as he
Okay, the Corruptors are
can.
coming back.
Yep. They are back, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. One BC going to eat quite a lot of biles. But even while Azure is trying to get the Corruptors away, so
Demi's
he can
just
kill the Broodlords,
droning
this is a lot of damage being done, yeah. This is a
Demi's
lot of
making
damage that
15
Demi's
drones.
doing.
There's not a lot of anti-air here for Demi though. Really has to keep pushing
Yeah.
and get more damage.
Really
Okay,
isn't,
there's the
but
Corruptors.
Corruptors are on the way. Yep. There we go. I think
Well,
we're about
as long
to
as the
see
few
Azure
Broodlords
GG
remain-
out.
This is Demi's game.
As long as Corruptors remain, man, they can always turn into Broodlords. Yeah, this is not looking good at all for Azure. We're about
Yeah,
to see.
GG's goal.
There's a G.
Demi evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1 with another late game TVZ.
Yep, just 3 of these 22-minute games to go. I was like, I'm not sure if my mic caught that, but it's popped my elbow.
It did.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to be switching to Australia this game.
Let's see what Azure's map pick is going to be. So we had at Thunderbird.
Winter. Oh, you madman. Absolute madman. Although Azure, Winter's Gate was Azure's go-to last week as well, and he did have a couple of exploits or sort of map positions that he really liked to exploit / take advantage of.
We had Thunderbird and World of Sleepers so far.
Thunderbeard.
The Beard of
So we
Thunder.
had the 2 mineral block maps, and now we have the slow zone map. What do you think of Winter's Gate, Steel?
Kind of like it, but I don't know. You don't see it a lot actually.
Yep.
Players don't seem to be too fond of it.
Yep. You like playing on it, Steel?
I don't like playing on any map, Yaku. I don't play this stupid game. It's awful.
It's accurate. No, offal is organs from edible sort of animal
Not
organs.
awful,
They tend to be high in
awful.
fat and cholesterol, so you can only have it in moderation, but my god, they are delicious. And speaking of delicious,
Lower your volumes, everyone.
we have it on Sideways 1-1 on Winter's Gate. LE, of course, stands for Loaded Endangerment. Loaded Endangerment. That's when you play Far Cry and you kill all of the endangered species. And speaking of endangered, in the top left-hand corner map, swatting in the top left-hand corner map, he is endangered. He might not be able to make it. He is endangered because his tournament. He is in danger of not winning the series if he continues to allow his opponent to defeat him. We have the Blue Terran playing for Legacy Esports, as well as that sort of like flat land called Australia. We have... He's a danger against the Blizzard. Azure. Aha. And in the bottom right corner map, swatting in the bottom right corner map, we have the red this time Zerg. No longer wearing his full-on denim suit, he has switched it off for spandex, red spandex. We have the red Zerg playing for OSC Elite, as well as the jungles and the highlands known as India. We have Demi. Hemi. Ooh, double gas this time come down from. Oh no. I didn't realize how long. I didn't realize how long my intro was going. I was like, oh, he's going gas, racks, gas. Nope, he went gas.
Actually, he went
one double gas.
It was only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting weak, Yaku. Your intro game is getting weak.
Du bist schle. Wait, what is German for weak? I forgot. Schlecht. Du bist schlecht.
Okay, if you say so.
Ihr schlecht.
Du bist schlecht.
Ihr schlecht.
Did you just say he or
Ihr?
That's they.
Ihr. No, it's no eure. No, eure is your. No, ihr. IHR. You.
Yeah.
Very fast roach timing down from Demi this time. Does not want to repeat
I
what
apologize.
happened on this
I
map.
apologize to all our German viewers for the butchering.
Pretty much just Markle. Pretty much that's only Maracles. Maralekos, that's the name. Alright. Azure not at all prepared for this one in the slightest. Not really gonna be able to deal with any of this Overlord getting high ground.
Yeah.
Single Marauder gonna be out. And it does actually chase away from Roach Ravager, but not gonna be able to press this. Or really defend against this.
Oh. Okay. Now that the Viking is out, the high ground vision is going to go away.
You say that, but without a wall, he doesn't need high ground vision. He can just walk in and get the vision.
I mean, those are only 4 Ravagers, but okay, now the SCVs are being pulled.
Yeah, this is
going to start to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is Debbie's game.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Doesn't have much to follow this up with.
Yeah, actually,
He's
might be able to
digging into
clean
the
this
game.
out. He might actually be able to clean this out.
Yeah,
And
he'll
so
be able
long
to
as he
clean this
stays
out,
in,
but
there's a chance.
so much damage.
Yeah. There's
He's
a lot of
keeps
damage,
killing-
but so
keeps
long
killing
as he's
more.
still in the game, there is still a chance. Not a very good
36 goes
chance,
to 17.
but still, yeah. I
Well,
mean, it's
it
not
does
a
give
very
the-
good chance, but it's still a chance. Then we could still make a mistake here and there.
Damn it, Yaku, let me... let me slip a
And as we
sentence
know,
into
it's
it.
as it goes on, you know. I mean, you have to think about a follow-up, right? From Demi, he is now going to macro. I wonder what the follow-up from Azure will be, though.
You're just waiting for me
Could
to
be
speak.
Bio,
You can speak on top
could
of
be Mech as well. He is getting somewhat standard, that Hellion Liberator. And I was waiting for Steel.
You're not going to win cast a chicken with me.
Alright, well, he is getting stim now, so we're definitely going into Bio, which is a smarter choice.
Ooh, an Iris is coming up.
Tis.
Yeah. So
That's
damage
how-
will follow up with them. After doing all that damage, I mean, Azure
that's
built
how-
an SCV count.
He definitely has, but with Nidus, Demi can still press that advantage. Get even more of an advantage.
Liberator plays pretty nice as well. Does have 8 kills to his
Yeah.
name. So it keeps
11
Azure
total.
equal on workers, but yeah, Demi had
That's also
too
able to
long of
take
a time with a much higher income.
It is also
so
able to take
definitely-
out some of the...
Definitely still has the advantage here. Here comes the
Ooh.
Nidus.
He does see it though. All of the boys
Yeah.
are getting pulled.
Yeah.
Might just be enough with the Marines and the Hellion firing from the low ground.
Oh, the queen
Oh,
goes out.
single queen!
Oh, nice.
That's a dead queen right there.
I think it may not have had energy. That's why it didn't
I
confuse.
think it...
It was pretty low in energy.
No, yeah, it might have been
'Cause-
it might have been two things. One, low, not enough energy, but two, that was also a very short amount of time to transfuse that.
No, because he only let one queen out. He wanted specifically that one queen out, but it didn't. You can't see the energy bars on the Nidus menu thing.
Right.
So
I thought it was just
basically
he was trying to unload everything, but
No.
Nidus died.
It was unloading one queen to see if he can save the Nidus, but
Right.
he got unlucky when he chose a queen that didn't have enough energy. I believe. I'm gonna need to see a replay.
I'm gonna say it was maybe. I think it was what I said.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. You
Yeah,
can,
doesn't
you
really
can
matter.
I
This
mean,
is-
there's a tank on the high ground, so it's
Yep. Sure, it's not in a bad position at all. He will lose
actually
a
buy
ton
that
of
tank.
workers
He
if he's
doesn't-
not careful.
It does have an overseer. Yeah, he's gonna buy that
Yep,
tank.
he can bile that once it's on off cooldown. Oh, but Azure gonna move away. There's like 2 tanks now, and that's even better.
And Demi's using this opportunity to just drone up.
Yep.
Getting a Baning Nest, getting a Spire, and a couple of Croissant. What's the name of the Evolution Chambers? That is one.
Croissant?
They look like croissant.
Maybe a fat croissant?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I like fatter, sort of squished croissant.
Alright.
Azure not
actually
doing a
brings
bad
up,
job at all of recovering though. He has taken a lot of hits, but considering his circumstances, he could be in far worse position than he actually is.
I guess Demi thought with this attack that he will have a much more overwhelming position than he did, and he kind of overextended, lost a lot of units, lost a few queens, lost some ravagers, and kind of blew away his advantage. Still, I think the
Lord.
other thing this drop should be able to do much with a forces Demi as at home.
Could get a little bit of creep here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice.
There actually hasn't been a lot of creep spreading so far. Demi, I think,
Yeah.
was banking on a much shorter game.
But making sure that there's even less creep. That ain't bad. Ooh, multiple drops coming down now.
Yeah, that could actually be very useful. Pulling Demi's forces away to defend one drop, and come in with another
absolutely.
drop.
That is pretty much the purpose of multiple drops. Alright, Demi sees this now. Where is Azure's second drop coming in? Not even gonna bother clearing up the creep, just wants to go straight for damage.
Yeah, he has to do economical damage to stay.
Ooh, gotta
Stay in this
boost
game.
away. Yup.
Not
And
quite a
also
lot of
that
damage
drop
done
once
here,
again gonna come in. Does get a single queen. He does get a queen.
Oh,
And a
Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah, the Bailey was not gonna connect to that. I highly doubt it would have anyway. Alright, does get a little bit of damage done here and there, but he's lost a 16 Marines for that.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been just better to cut his losses and save more. But that being said, Azure's economic position is starting to get higher and higher, better and better.
Yeah,
so
look at the income advantage that with numpad 1. That's,
what if I don't have a numpad?
Then you are lost. Demi gets a good scout on Azure's base as well, so he sees what's coming. He's getting a hive. It does have the spire ready already. No earth units. Oh, actually, it does have a few corruptors. They're not as effective this game because it doesn't. There are no battle cruisers.
There are no BCs to attack. Yeah, it's a good old biotank style that we are used to. Right, just about able to clear out this drop. But Azure does manage to scout the army, gets an idea of what he's going for, where his upgrades are at. And not really. No, he's repositioning his army somewhat.
Look,
Seems like he's about to move out. Yeah, he's moving out.
Demi's about to be maxed, and he's starting to bank some resources. Azure has to do damage before.
If you get some really good, which is why he's pushing out. And this is actually not a bad army to push out with. If you can get some really nice positions with tanks, keep them alive, he is gonna be, I would say, at an advantage. Even, I would say he's even favored. But he has a lot of Marines in the medevac that aren't gonna be able to do anything. Alright, this is a nice little position for tanks to be at.
On this fifth base.
Gonna be able to shell down that third base. Or at least fall back. Oh no,
he's
it's
gonna
a bit
surround
too
his
far away,
army.
but... Yep. The medevacs are not anywhere near. They cannot get that hot pickup, and the blinding clouds preventing any damage being shot in.
Yeah.
Demi is gonna clear this out, and he might just have enough muscle to push through all the way. He is taking this engagement off creep.
There's a lot left here.
But there is no creep over on Azure's side of the map, aside from that one little corridor.
And here's the thing. Demi still has a bank left and is going to max out pretty quickly. Azure is broke and really struggling to rebuild this army. It is a bio army, unlike the previous game, so it's going to be a little easier to rebuild, a little quicker than a mech army. But still, it spells a lot of trouble for Azure, who's been economically stuck behind for a long time. Just now starting to get ahead with an even worker count and some mules.
about to get cut out. Just Mabel save that. And yeah, Zur. You gotta get into the mind of Azur right now. He's gotta be thinking, where do I attack, right? Where do I want my units to be at right now?
Alright, Demi is showing a bit of variation. He's getting the Ultralisk Den, as well as the Greatest
Oh
Fire.
yeah, he does like, yeah, he tends to get Ultras versus Bio, but it doesn't always work out for him, let's just say. Especially considering Azure, right from the start of the game, was going to be making Marauders. He has halted Marauder production for a while, but just about starting them back up. And concussive shells as well.
Azure is trying to attack Demi's other 5th base.
Mm-hmm.
There's stuff to defend here, though, so it doesn't look like that's going to be doing much
We'll go
damage.
for some very nice multi-prongs. No tanks for this army. Oh, the Banelings do crash
They
in.
go right into that army. Chitinous plating is on the way, +3 melee and carapace as well for Demi. Azure's kind of stuck behind on upgrades, not really starting his V3 yet. Again, he's broke, and look at his mineral count. He's absolutely broke. And Demi is maxed and banking gas and minerals again.
Not exactly the position you want to be at versus the late game Zerg.
The absolute position you don't want to be at, other than dead.
But I think Azure, he is hoping for the best. I think maybe he might be hoping that Demi walks straight into his defenses and he's able to get a good surround. That's a lot of Banelings.
Demi's been playing so patiently so far, though.
Yes. Oh, Azure might be able to get caught out. Or might get caught out, rather.
Yeah.
Has to drop a couple of load, but nice parabomb here. Not really gonna be able to unload enough.
Why not abduct, though? Would have been
Either or, really. Either or.
a much safer kill, though, I think, yeah?
Either or.
I don't know.
Either. He might just like the effect.
Though. This is obliterating Demi's 5th base. That's a lot of his income.
Was the bulk of his income, as a matter of fact. It's just still got to be very careful now. A lot of these units can
that means get to the 10 before they see job.
Nice little flank from Demi as well as the blinding clouds.
That was a clear.
All right.
There used to be a Terran army over there.
There used to be a Terran army. Now there's only a memorial for where the Terran army was. Here lies the Terran army. It says. Yeah, remember when we said about 15 minutes ago or 12 minutes ago that this was Demi's game? Well,
Yeah.
it's finally
Still
coming
is.
true. Yeah, it's finally coming true. Or it's finally going to fruition. I sure is actually pulling back Demi quite a bit,
Yeah, this is a
but
first
it sure
mining
has
for
lost
Demi.
quite a lot of his mining.
Demi has been really playing very carefully. He doesn't want to move out unless he knows he's secured the tempo of the game. That he's still going to have a better economy. He's not going to throw an army unless he has the backup.
Unless
to
he knows he
make it.
can win. Yeah. GG.
GG's
Demi.
goal.
The reigning champion. Going to take that up 2-1 in the specified series.
Yeah, so we still have 2 more games. Or 1, depending if Demi wins here.
Yeah. Potentially 3. Yes, always gotta update that in. 2 left. 2 left? No, not 2 left. Potentially up to 3.
No. Up
Yeah.
to 2.
No, because Azure only has 1 map, so he needs 3 more to. No, wait, this isn't best of 7. Never mind.
Yeah, go please.
All right, Disco Bloodbath gonna be our next map.
Get to the disco.
Disco duck.
I think I remember the disco strangler from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Chop down the yo-yo. the disco. At the disco. Alright.
Alright.
Debbie's on an ace point here. On a match point, sorry, not an ace point.
An ace point.
I got confused between ace match and ace match point.
I'm wondering, because ace point seems like something that could be a thing, right? Like an actual thing, right?
I mean,
Just the,
technically, if you have an
points.
ace match, it is an ace point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Both players are on match point, so...
If one player is ahead and only needs to win one more map to win the series, it's a match point. But if both of them have to win only one game,
yeah,
then technically it's an ace point.
Yeah, it's an ace point on the ace match, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, and speaking of aces, here we have it on Disco Bloodbath LE. No, wait, Disco Bloodbath, where we dance on top of the blood of our Ewoks. We LE. LE, of course, stands for Lengthy Enlightenment. Lengthy Enlightenment. That is throughout your life, you know, your learning never ends and your enlightenment never ends. So, you know, as it were. For the first time, introed before his opponent in the top, it's kind of like a 10 o'clock position-ish. It's also kind of, well, I would say northwest, but you gotta figure, right, where is north? It doesn't actually say which position is north. Although, if we're gonna go off of where these players are at IRL, geographically, where they're playing from, then sure, Demi is more north and more west than Azure, but that's neither here or there. But in whatever this part of the map is, I thought it was the bottom because of where the minerals are positioned. So it's like, yeah, no, at the bottom left. And it's like, no, it's not. It's actually above. It's on the left, but it's on the bottom. We have the Blues playing for OSC Elite as well as India. We have Heavy Demi Semi Demi. The Shark. And in the it's like a bottom rightish sort of area. I guess you could consider that to be the 4 o'clock. No, wait, because that's 6, right? So then that would be 5. So it's like in between 3 and 4. I would say something like maybe 340. Like, yeah, 3 and 2 notches. I would say. The Red Zerg gonna have to win this game and then another game. Otherwise, that is it for his tournament life. His tournament life is on the line. I should say rather. We have the Red. Wait, did I say Red Zerg earlier? I got mixed up because Demi was red last game. We have the Red Terran. We have Azure. Ahai. The Terran that was promised.
They have different colors, Yaku. They have different colors, Yaku.
Why though?
They have different colors, Yaku.
Do they?
No, it's all gray in these skins. See, it's not so easy. You can't show it when you do it,
What?
Alright,
No, I could tell them apart. I just said Zerg because my brain associates red with Zerg.
no, you said red.
Yeah, I said the red Zerg. No, I said the red Zerg when I meant to say the red Terran. No, I meant to say the red Terran. No, I said the blue Zerg and I said the red Zerg when I went to say the red Terran.
I'll be honest, I was not listening to anything you just said.
That makes sense.
I lowered the volume way down.
That
I took
makes
down my
sense.
headphones. I stretched a little. I did some meditation.
You went to college. You got your degree.
I went to
you
college, I
met a girl,
graduated.
You got married.
Yeah, had kids.
Had 3 kids.
They
saw your kids
graduated from
graduate.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw your kids graduate, and then the intro was done.
No,
once again,
then the first intro was done.
Yeah. Yep. And then the second intro came around. You got a little older. You were laying in a hospital bed. Your family was saying your final goodbyes. There was a final
Sean, will you finish the intro before I die?
Before I die, I want to know what the intro is.
I don't know what color the Terran was.
And then you were at peace, and you could finally be at peace.
Man, that's a pretty early layer from Demi.
Yeah.
And we see battle cruisers again from Azure.
He has seen, yeah. Azure once again going for what's reliable, what won him the first map, but Demi, he did see it. Quite right as the fusion core was about finished building, I think. So, yeah, I feel like Demi's gonna be uber prepared right now.
He's getting queens, but no spores.
That
That's,
could be a thing. Well, he's being a little bit distracted with these Hellion count. Again, he's gonna need to catch these out like he did in game 2, but this is a very nice position for Hellion to be on.
Not with the queens in the backup.
Yeah, not with the queens though, yeah.
Alright, here comes the spores. The battle cruiser is finished. Let's see if it pops out on the other side of the map. Yep, it goes
right
into the third base.
Yep, the third and natural. But this is not as easy to escape from without Blink as it was in the previous games. In fact, I think Azure actually just trapped himself in right here.
Yeah.
Very much gonna lose his BC.
I tried Fuse game on this queen. One goes down. Does he have
queens? There's a bit of dead air here that... No, there isn't. There's a little bit of dead air here, but how does he escape? Alright, he saw... he saw the Spore Crawler on Burrow and thought that was his chance, but no.
Yeah.
If game 2 went Demi's way, this game, man.
These are roaches, these are not Ducklings, Hellions. Not as effective against them, but that's a lot of Hellions though. So
yep, there's a lot of Hellions, and it's a very nice solid wall.
Ooh. Oh, I thought he got tunneling claws for a second there. Then he cancelled it and got roach speed. Wait. Can you make roaches with tunneling claws but no speed? And then they just take forever to move underground.
Yeah, it is possible, yeah.
Ew. I don't like.
Slowly but surely, they will be on the other side of the map.
Yeah, this Ewoks dancing here.
Yeah, they are. Look at that. One of them looks like he's playing the drums, maybe?
Yeah.
Bongos? And another one playing the bass.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little Ewok musical trio.
I like this spore at the front here, between the third base and the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
It's to catch any errant battle cruiser that tries to harass between those.
But no Spore Crawler right in a particularly favorable position here. One in the mineral line, but it's still a little bit exploitable for Azure.
Mm-hmm.
Still able to get some damage while not quite being in range.
This is the real damage dealer though.
The Hellions. Not if they get caught out by roaches first. Do get a lot of drones though.
20 dead.
A lot of drones.
Bad.
And this VC is just gonna escape. He hasn't trapped himself in this time. And even 4 Hellions still alive and still getting damage done.
12 kills on that battle cruiser. Oh yeah, the Corruptors are going to catch it though. If it for sure is not careful.
Blink, puppy! Blink!
Ooh, doesn't
blink.
Okay.
But even then, do you think with the damage done, it was worth it?
I mean, that was a lot of economic damage
here for Demi. And he
I mean, the Corruptors are...
Alright, scared off by the Cyclone. Understandable. I thought maybe he might try to, what's it called? Not Corrosive Bile. I just say P. P on top of the buildings that Azure has. But...
yeah, what the hell is...
It's not Corruption. That you are
Corruptive-
corrupting stream.
No, that's not corrupting stream.
Yes, that is.
That's your OBS, Quirky.
Alright, I think we're just about to see Demi flexes.
Caustic spray. Caustic spray. That's
Caustic
the one.
spray. GG. God damn it! Whatever. Alright,
Anyway.
Demi. Gonna be a 3-time GPO champion.
Woo.
Eddie,
Yes,
please.
the same runner-up.
Eddie, please.
Yeah, Light was answering to us.
Son, before I die, I want to know what LE stands for.
It's not that
Eddie, by the way.
It's not that Eddie.
Eddie, by the way, the head honcho over at OSC, coming in here to check on how things are going. As we are an OSC partner.
Yep. Speaking of which, still chance to add some cash to the cash prize here. The prize pool.
I know that the tournament is just finished, but there's still a little bit of a window, man. There is still a little bit. It ain't over till the stream.
If you would let me tell them about the link before the time runs out. Exclamation point Macherino will take you to the Macherino link. So go ahead and add a few more bucks for our winners here. Both winner and runner-up will get a piece of the prize. So go ahead and add some of your monetary value to our
some of your
prize pool.
monetary value.
Yeah. Yeah, monetary value.
You mean how much you're worth in terms of money? Because usually when you say
Price-
monetary
I'm-
value, it's typically for like, you know, you want to sell somebody and how much they're worth in terms of money and how much you can get out of them.
If you increase
it's
the
like the
prize pool
monetary
with more
value
money,
of the-
it has more monetary value, Yaku. Do I need to what explain?
No, the
Addition?
the prize pool has more monetary value. You don't lose your value though. You don't get to let. Don't let a dollar
Yes,
or
you
currency
do.
tell you. Don't let the man tell you you're worth less just because you have less.
Why are you shouting at me? So loud. All right.
Alright, so
Thank you.
that's good.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us once again.
Sign up
Debbie
for.
is going to be our 3-time GPO champion, with Azure being our 2-time runner-up.
Sign-ups for
Sign-ups
this
for
one.
the
God damn it, Yaku.
this week's MSO is coming in.
Doing it on purpose. This way is doing it on purpose.
I am now.
Well, go ahead, kid. You can't take charge and then just.
saying anything.
Damn it!
I was really gonna take. All right, so sign up for the MSO Master Swan Open this coming Friday. That will be our league that is not a regional, so an actual. Well, I would say an actual open, but it is also only for 4.9k MMR and below. So it is an open in the sense that it's not a regional, but it is not an open in the sense that it is not open to everyone, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Once again, exclamation point Macherino, Corky, very helpfully putting that in right there, so you can still put a little bit of money in there. Speaking of Quirky, our production and our observer for the evening, Quirky, where can we find you?
Quirky by name, Quirky by nature. Twitch.tv/Quirky. SC2? SC2 Quirky. D Quirky. Oh, Quirky Cast. There we go. And other letters as well. Right, so that'll be all from us for today. Thank you for joining us.
But Steel, where can they
enjoyed
find
it.
you? Steel, where can they find you? Steel, where can they find you?
I'm right here. Do you want to finish this off, Yaku? Because I can just go.
Alright, twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1, twitter.com @EmploreeYakuzaku. But to be honest, you're better off following twitter.com/@Steel_mold because he tends to just announce whenever I do something, so. And other than that, Discord. Our Discord server, which there will be a command later on, !Discord. I'm usually in there, and until...
We gotta wrap this up because Croaky's starting to eat in my ear.
I think we should be about done. Like VIP, provider of the prize pool money and the admin and whatnot.
Thank
and
you to Eddie for partnering with us, the OC.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to see that. Yeah, see us next week for GPO number 4.
Well, you won't see Steel. Likely you won't see Steel, but
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye. We're out. Goodbye. Bye.